Where was I?
The bra.
Where was I? So I have a terrible memory, and so I actually set out to write a joke that it would be impossible for me to forget. I want to know why we have a full moon only once every 28 days, but a full sun every fucking day. If I ran an art museum, every piece of art in that museum would have a price tag on it, and there'd be nothing available for purchase in the gift shop. So things are going well. I hired an ornithologist, bird scientist. It's great. Yeah, I've been getting some flack. Getting some pushback. But really, the guy's credentials were impeccable.
Terrible. We're going to crow about that for dinner.
I'm going to do the next joke for the folks who are standing behind, because I sat in the back at a Neil Young concert once, and he never fucking turned around. Really, Neil. So I'm just for the next folks. So. I was in New York just a couple weeks ago, and New York, I really do, because I love the mixture of people and sights and sounds, and the kind of energy and stuff, and it's emotional. One thing, it goes all kinds of different ways, because I walk around and you like to see the Italian bakeries, and the windows, there's the macaroons, the multicolored, candies and stuff, and I just see my dad. He was a macaroon farmer. And the thing, the thing was, he never admitted it. He was ashamed. He never admitted it at all. He thought people would laugh. And he was right. That's all you're getting. Correcting the mistakes of Neil Young. I've been married for 9 years to my wife. See, there's something interesting. That would have been a joke. A bigger joke actually, a couple of years ago, because it would have been redundant information. A guy could only get married to a wife. So if I say I'm married to my wife, it's redundant, and it would have been funny, because that's the basis of comedy. Comedy, you say something and then you say it again, and the second time you say it, it's funny. That's how comedy works. You say something and then you say it again, and the second time you say it, it's funny. See? But now when I could say I've been married for 9 years to my husband or hersband, or I'm not up on the pronouns. So when I say my wife, it's informative. Which strikes me, people complain that if we allow people to marry anybody they love, God forbid, well, the term wife and the term husband will lose their meaning. But it's just the opposite. When I say, I'm married to my wife, you've got some extra information there. And you can say, well, we still don't fucking care. Whatever, go on about it. But it's useful. It's really quite meaningful. Now, I know people are worried that it's going to go further, that you're going to be able to marry all kinds of things. And I want to go on the record here. That's fine. I think look, I have a friend who has a deep and close and intimate relationship with a record collection. And I think that's a valuable thing that our society should recognize legally and give full rights to. That's what I think. And I do think, by the way, the Supreme Court that we're all furiously masturbating to right now. Sorry, I was going to say maybe it's just me, but it's not. Ruth. Ruth and Sonia fanfiction. Be here till next week. I'll do that. they decided a couple of years ago that corporations were people, right? So we're not too far away from marrying corporations, right? I mean, that's going to be some interesting conversations, right? Honey, the Supreme Court ruling today leads me to tell you that I'm leaving you. I'm getting married to Crate and Barrel. They give me what I need. That faux beige upper middle class WASP architecture mentality that drives my soul crazy. That's what I want. I'm still going to see Whole Foods maybe on the weekends. That's some hot action I can't give up. We're heading there. We're heading there. This might be funny. It does mean, because it probably means I should get married to Citizens Electric because they've been screwing me on a daily basis for years, and I sort of feel cheap. But actually, my sex life is quite vanilla. I mentioned I've been married for 9 years, but it is quite vanilla. Despite my persistent efforts, trust me, I can't even get my wife to try a 3-way light bulb. That was my little beep a little while ago, wasn't it?
Yes, you got about 50 seconds.
Oh, 50 seconds. Well, I was going to talk about race. How are things? Oh, wait, it's 1963. I was watching what I thought was a Spike Lee movie for 20 minutes. Turns out it was the fucking news. I waited for Denzel Washington to show up. I mean, that's like the third black church. Denzel Washington should be here any minute. It wasn't. I'm going to end on that note. Have a good evening, everybody. Goodbye.